Hello everyone, this is Amir Mohammad Shahsawarani from AUA Framework team. We're here in the series of videos to announce and introduce the features of AUA Framework, which is developed under the framework of .NET version 8. And AUA resembles for ASP.NET unique architecture as we have previously explained with Thare, and you can use it as a sort of template for both back-end and front-end activities. You can see the documents here from the link in the navigation bar of the top of the page in our website, and here is the link to the GitHub about AUA and its repositories. Let's get back to our work in our deep dive to the layers. As we came here in the vast application layer, in previous videos we spoke about commands and queries. Now we are just focusing on reports. The best part and the brilliant part of the IO framework could be this part. And as you can see, like other divisions that we've spoke previously, you can see two parts, handlers and reports. You can see that our reports are so amazing and so interesting in order to use. Reports are basically comprise three parts. First, this is the input of the report. Okay, as you can see, first name, last name, username is active. And secondly, user report responses, the output. This output gets you back ID, first name, last name, full name, okay, user contact, username, and this is the configuration of the map that the link query and mapping queries for our responses. And the third part of the report is the error messages that you have seen like in previous parts of the layer of vast application, and like previous parts, in this part we can make it multilingual in our paid and full version for each of our customers in any languages they prefer. But as you can see, the reports are so minimal. So where are the conditions where the issues of each report rely on? Let's see. Before going to the conditions and before going to the deep structure of report system, let's say that this user report system, as you can see, is a template, an arbitrary report. You can make it extended. You can increase issues. You can decrease issues as you want. And as you can see, the user report response here, you can determine and you can define any sort of issue you want. And this is the automapper, the magic of automapper of Microsoft .NET framework. Automapper system that has been updated and lets us do anything, almost anything that we want to do. Before going to the conditions, another issue to focus on would be the handler system. And as you can see in handler, we have, like other handlers here in other parts, some validation system and function. As you can see, like before, these are requests that, for example, having some issues as you can see, page size, total page, and page number. Okay, these are for the first part of the validation system. The next part, the validation issues that we have put for input of our report. As you can see, we had here first name, last name, username, and is active. Okay, so here in user report handler, we can see that username, first name, and last name, they shall be validated to be more than 3 characters. Then we have fixed values, as we've told you before and aforementioned previously. These fixed values are not commonly used if you are using languages like Persian or Arabic, and you need to change some characters, specific characters that people may use it. You can put it here. For languages other than Persian and Arabic, we usually take it out and we don't present it. But everything depends on the customer, everything depends on the client, and we can make all these uh, protocols for you available in your desired tailored final version of AUA Framework. And then after fixed values are checked, the validation system is working, and after validation system finalized, the execute function would be executed. And as you can see, everything is so simplistic and minimally run here. So what are the conditions? In AUA Framework, we are claiming that it's a well-designed framework for using both backend and frontend. So where are the conditions? In services, as you can see, and we are coming just here, services, and then in report services, as you can see, services, user report service. Okay, everything is lying here. First of all, we do have a list of conditions. As you can see, we have written the conditions here. These are arbitrary. These are exactly fit to our user report here, and you can see the input characters and the output characters. Okay, now let's go back here. As you can see, we made them to suit and fit in a function. Username filter, the first condition. As you can see, username filter. We made the query here. This is the filter. Okay. Second one, last name filter. Our next condition lies here, last name filter. The third one, first name filter. And you can see the first name filter here and make the query. And all of them being null and returns again and again until the user fulfills all the parts as you wish. And then last one, apply is active filter, and you can see that simply we made a function is active filter, we made the condition, and then if the condition was suitable for us, we made the query, and this link query helps us to make a minimal report so that the system has load balance of a perfect and optimum level. So, for sample, I think we would be better get a run of the system with the Swagger UI. We're just launching, punching, and launching. Okay, as you can see, we're just waiting everything to come. Good, everything is built. This is the Swagger. Okay. Let's see what do we have here. First of all, we shall authorize, and as you remember, the username for the free version template is admin, or admin, and our last name is admin too. Password. Okay. Everything here should be let's free, and it would authorize. Okay. Everything is authorized, and now we can go in here, app user reports. Good. So app user report, as you can see, try it out. We've made the user report HTTP post, but as you know, in the controller you can make it get. Remember and note that because mostly in our reports and queries, we may have a query string that has lots of filters. Maybe we encounter some limits of bandwidth and some limits of sending and receiving the data. Because of this, we make it post. But as you know, and as we said in every part of AUA Framework tutorial, if you would like to make it as get, just tell us and we will make it for you. Okay, we just can clear these rules here, and okay, we don't need this first name too for just setting it. For example, we just need the report page number 1. Page size, we can say that it would be 10, and total page size. As you can see, I've just told you that the total page, the total size of the page shall be 0 when you need the count function to be calculated and to be run. But when you don't need, you just prefer to set anything because, for example, your report is not important about the total size and you just need the outputs here. You can make it, for example, let's say 300 as an example. Then we start it, execute it, and you can see here we do have just one result, as you can see. Okay, the result ID, first name, last name, and you can see Rahim Lutfi, our development architect and the head of our AUA Framework team, and you can see total count 300. Okay, but if I just leave this to 0, that this function would be run as count, and you can see the result here. Total count would be 1. Okay, it's so simple. Everything would be done, and this is our report. So for our next step, let's move back again to our backend, our code, and see from which area in our web API these reports come. In area, in counting, And in controllers, you can see that here in our app user controller, I think here, okay, yes, here it is. Our last issue in the controller file is user report. You can see that it takes the report from the controller and just gives it back to request dispatcher. Everything would be injected here, and here you can see that we've just explained why we have used HTTP post method, and you can decide whether or not use it, or maybe you want to alternately use HTTP GET. It's on your own. Okay, I think this video again exceeds in time. Let's do our next issues in future videos. Thank you very much for accompanying us in this tutorial. See you soon.